Hey everyone, I'm Jacob, also known as Dr. Raven, and here with a new game, Monster Train. I want to be putting out more stuff and different stuff on the channel, and I've been enjoying Monster Train lately. I have like 10 hours in it. Still not too far. If you don't know, Monster Train is a card game, roguelite, deck builder, similar to like Slay the Spire, where you build a deck every time and fight like AI monsters on this pretty unique train setting. So here, just like a quick look at some of my past games. But I think it'll be best just to explain by playing through a run. So, in Monster Train, you get to start each run by selecting two factions from Hell that'll like make up your deck. And what your primary clan or faction does is it determines the champion you get. But basically, to give like a quick idea of each clan, Hellhorned is like an armor and rage clan, so do more damage, like building rage stacks, which go down every turn, but can give burst damage. And armor is like on top of health, so you can live kind of like the warrior, if you're familiar with Hearthstone. The next class or hero archetype is the Awoken, which is a much more slower defensive class that primarily works with like spikes and healing. The third class is like very magic focused, with a lot of spell damage and like very powerful spells, spell weakness, or like ice frost effects to deal damage to enemies when they move, which is very powerful. Umbra is pretty unique. They rely on tokens which are eaten by your other units and give them buffs every turn, and like overspending mana, going into mana debt with certain cards. And the last one is Melting Remnant, which I've only like just unlocked. They're my newest class, and most of their cards have burnout, so they will die in like 3 turns because they are all candle wax based and they are temporary. So I think to start with, I so far am really liking Umbra. I like playing with them. And as you can see, I have won once with the Umbra, with the Awoken as my secondary class. But I think I want to try Umbra Melting Remnant. Actually, let's go Stygian. And I'll just start. This is like a sort of Ascension hard mode, where by beating it, you unlock the next rank, which adds like new bonuses and debuffs to both you and the enemy to make it more like interesting. But I'll just start this first episode off at Covenant 0 to sort of show the ropes. I would really recommend this game to anyone who thinks this looks interesting. So, at the start of each run, you get to see what the final boss of the run is. For this one, we have Seraph the Chaste. The end is near. The incarnation of Hell's greatest foe has the power to cleanse all units of effects which don't benefit it. So he will remove half of buff and debuffs. Okay. So a bit more guide and talking just to get this through. This is your starting deck. Your champion is based on what's your primary class. You could then get 2 copies of 5 spells each. I have Frost Lance and Shade Splitter because those are the 2 clans I chose. And then you get 4 Train Stewards, which are just pretty basic minions. And there's like a map that you can look at, but I never do. So let's just take this one step at a time. First, we get to choose a trinket, which is usually just a passive effect. Titan's Claw. At the end of the turn, frozen cards are reduced to 0. Cleansing Water. 50% chance to remove all buff effects on enemies when they enter the train. I'm gonna go with Cleansing Water, even though it's only 50%. I might not get like any frozen cards, and it might not even be worth that much. So then these, you get to choose like an upgrade path for your champion, who's a very strong monster. They always cost 0, and they always start in your opening hand. I'm gonna try Glutton, because I haven't seen that before. And we enter our first round. And you can enable a trial, like this one here, for extra rewards, but I don't think the money's that worth it. Okay, so this is a train. This is basically your health bar at the top, the last shard of the pyre. And enemies enter the bottom of the train, and after each round of combat, they'll move up 1 level until they make it to that, your health room. So you want to like build up these other floors. I'll just place my champion down, give him a little morsel to eat up, and I will play a second one instead of going for frost attack. Okay. So this, you get gold for killing it, but it disappears in 1 turn. But now that I dealt with the tanky man in the front, both of my train stewards will get to attack. I'm gonna slow down the game, just so you can see like what actually happens. The enemy attacks first. Units from the middle to the back, and then your units attack. Ooh. 1 mana. Oh, things are pretty easy, usually in the first fight. And then this is a little damage forecast. It tells you how much each thing will take. And then champions come with Relentless, so the fighting will keep going until everything on that floor is dead. And that is the boss of each area. Okay. So we have either Space Prism or Immortal Trade. I've actually been liking Immortal Trade a lot more, but I'm gonna go with Space Prism. Each floor has a capacity, and each monster has a size related to it. And I find, especially when playing Umber more, floor space is always good. We have Titan's Gratitude. Deal 25 damage to the front enemy unit. Discard a card at random. Titan Tooth, deal 5 damage to enemy units and apply 10 frostbite. Offering means if we discard it, it will be played as though we cast it, and frostbite is damage over time. Or helical crystallis. Deal 25 damage to the front enemy twice. I'm gonna try Titan's Gratitude. It's a card I recently unlocked. Haven't played yet. Okay, so now in the rest of the areas, as I like zoom ahead, you get to choose a path after each fight to like do a few events before your next fight. So we have a Merchant of Magic to upgrade spells and gain an Umbra unit, a unit from the Umbra class, or a Merchant of Steel and a Stygian unit, which is our purple magic dudes. I like upgrading a unit first with these guys. Now I get a choice. Incant, a keyword where when you cast a spell on that floor, the effect follows. I think I like Nameless Siren better. Incant plus Rage, and Rage gives 2 damage. Ooh. So then, this is the upgrade shop. These are pretty self-explanatory, but these are things you can add to cards in your deck. And these diamond squares determine how many buffs you've put on someone. I think I'm gonna put Damage Shield on this Siren. And I'm gonna try to remove a Train Steward for now. I think it'll just take up space. Okay. Next we're up against a healer and an incantant one who gets stronger when I cast spells on their floor. Let's see how this goes. I am now going to speed up combat, because it actually is pretty slow. Okay. We have those dealt with. The last thing, these morsels, they're eaten by the front unit of the floor, and they gain that buff. So I'll just kill you to make my Siren better. Yeah, things are looking very good right now, I'd say. Even though I've already killed them, I still like playing cards. Another good victory. I will take Immortal Trade. Try that out. And Flash Freeze. Okay, so now I get to choose between upgrading my magic cards, restoring health, and this middle event, Concealed Caverns. That is shareable by both routes. I think I'm gonna go for another Stygian unit. Icy Cleoflant. Sweep. So sweep hits all units on the floor. Strike applies spell weakness to attacked enemies. The next time the unit is hit by a damaging spell, it takes that much damage again for each stack. So it's like a multiplicative damage buff for your spells. I think I will try it. I was hoping to get more tanky cards. Now, I kind of want to duplicate my Siren. And so I will. And check out this. Now this is like a random event with some choices. Eve the blacksmith huddles near the train. She is clearly unaccustomed to the cold. I trust the rail has been smooth, well, as smooth as it can be in times like these. Right. Well, I found something of use, a couple of relics left behind by my father. The automated rail spike. Deal 5 times X damage, slay, add a permanent copy of this to your discard pile. Spike driver colony. Multi-strike 1. Extinguish, add a permanent copy of this to your discard pile. That seems garbage? I don't get it. Multi-strike 1. I'll take this, even though I also don't really like it. That is one maybe issue I have in card games, is I really like taking cards. Pretty often don't skip them out. Now here's like the first, what do I call this? Permanent boss. You always fate Daedalus, but he has a different effect each time. Here he has Explosive Sigil. Enemy units deal 1 damage to the front unit upon death. Okay. So these guys normally enter with rage, but because of my sick units, sorry, brain melded myself. I actually removed it from cleansing water. Might actually be harder than I thought. One more space there. Kill that. Let's gain more power down here. Brain stewards are useless. I don't mind just even letting them die up there. All right. I did manage to get some spell weakness on him when he was on the second floor. So I'm gonna hit him with Titan's Gratitude first, even though I might lose something that I like. Then I will hit him with Flash freeze. Nice. Transfer all frostbite to one. Consume. Apply sap and frostbite. I don't know. All these X. I'm gonna skip here. I'm gonna get my Crucible Collector. Gorge. When this unit eats a morsel unit, he gains 1 lifesteal. I'm also... sorry, that was pretty fast. At the end of like each permanent boss, you get to choose between 1 extra mana, 1 extra card draw, or 1 extra space on each floor of your train. Ooh, tougher choice. I would like to upgrade my units, but I get an artifact here. Unstable Portal lets me remove 2 units, Umbra, so I will go to the right. When you draw a card. Ooh, now this is very strong. I have not got Volatile Gauge yet and used it, but I'll go with Founding Seal. Incant abilities trigger an additional time. And then, how many units do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I will take the Morsel Master. And I'm gonna try to start really thinning my deck. Now, ooh. Trample, excess damage goes to the unit behind it, but he does get bigger as well. So I'm gonna try just more Gorge and see how that works out for me. Okay. This man has haste. He will move everyone to the top floor. Means I actually have like a very strange setup in mind. Okay. And that setup is getting a little worse. Let's see. Flash freeze you. Prism here just for the incant. Now who should I kill with this spike? I get an extra 75 gold. Or I could save... I think I will. Oh, I should have... Oh, I can't. I could have played that in the middle, I think. You can see the Spire does 30 to all units. Nice. Okay. So play these on the second floor. Play you again on the second floor. What do I... Okay. Ember Drain, less mana next turn. That was what I was talking about. I'm actually gonna put that on him now. Get some life steal. Give a damage shield to my boy. Okay. Well, hit him. Gain 1 energy. Okay. You can see how, like, especially when fighting bosses, if you play on slower speeds, that can be very time consuming. How do you like my floor setup though? Grovel, apply damage shield 1, add 2 uncommon or rare morsels. Gem Trove, apply damage shield 1 to friendly units, add 3 morsels. Or Excavation Eruption, deal 20 damage to a random enemy unit 4 times. Slay, gain 2 mana. I currently can't play that because it's too expensive. But I think I like Grovel. And then I will do Urchin Spikes because it's a 0 mana consume spell that I can use to get incants off. And then go to the left because I can remove more cards. And I can also upgrade my units, which I haven't done in a while. Strength Stone on her will be very nice because she has Sweep. I can make one of my Sirens better with that. And I will purge my last Train Steward. Reroll. Multi-strike is what I was looking for. Oh, that would be very good on her. Because it would apply spell weakness twice. But it could also go on a Siren, who would gain like a huge damage boost. Huh? Got a few good units that it could go on. I'm gonna try it on her though. And then try damage shield 4. Just spend all my money making my units stronger. I want to remove one of these and one of these rail spikes because they're filling up my deck. It's like a curse to have them. Shards of Pyre, remnants of the once great beacon of hell, are strewn about. Do you take a squig? Consume Restore Health. Consume Enhance Pyre. I honestly think that's pretty bad, but I'll take it. Yeah, I can get Incant with it and throw it out for 0, but it will also fill up my hand potentially with a bad card. Okay, so I removed their stealth, which would have made them unhittable, but they still do 7 damage, which is pretty tanky. You could try to mix it up. But how? How large is my morsel master? It's only 1 large. I'm just thinking. Kill one of those so he's safe. Then I will do the same setup as last time. And lifesteal. I got a strange deck going. Okay. Hey, that's a lot of damage. Okay. That is what I want to see. To get him a damage boy. A damage shield. So far my champion's actually pretty weak. Don't know if I like this gorge system they got. Alright. Shape shift. Another damage shield. Okay. Brief respite. Need lifesteal on you. And we just want to get their rage up. Okay. Ooh. 4 times. Jeez. Yeah, why is that man gonna be so tanky? I have 2 damage shields. Yeah, so he just dies right away. Oof. Oof, that is a very... We're not doing like anything to him the first floor. Except applying some spell weakness. But that'll do 75 damage to him. Then buff these 2. Yeah. And having a ×4 like multi-strike is real dangerous to me. Okay. Oh, we survived. Our man at the top is tanky enough to keep living. Skipped. I didn't think anything there was good. And can't apply. Oh, that's the actual card you have to play. Ugh. I'll also skip that. Hemp approaches the train, a shivering behemoth of fur. It's cold enough to freeze. It improves Respite. Upgrade all copies with +10 magic power and consume. Ah, that's why you would keep them around. They fill up your deck, but you can get something good from it later. Okay. Well then, I think I'm gonna go left. some health up. Get another artifact. Ooh. Basically makes units free. So I'll take that. And all of those, moi, like do 0 for 10 damage. Upgrade you. Make you only cost 1. I want to purge one of these frost lances. Because like thinner decks, more consistent. Bell and her allies will add Scourge cards to your hand. So those are the... If you can't play them, you'll take 5 damage at the end of your turn. Okay. But, because I have 0, I can play that very easily. I'll just damage you then. Spell weakness applied. Morsel Master. Grovel. Okay, I think despite not drawing either of our ladies, we have a very strong setup. Get some spell weakness on Fel. That'll give them more damage. Now I want to try to... Cast you there. Now... Also cast you. Mana's more important. That'll heal you. Heal my Spire. This is still doing damage. Okay. That's 2 mana. 2 extra mana for next turn. Just play you for free. You too strong. Just try to get some healing on our boss. Alright. Things are looking very good. You gotta go for that. What is that? 250 damage? 245. Just like right out of the gate. Get 2 morsels up there. I think that's the most damage I've done to her before she's entered. Give it damage shield. Play you. More important for you. Health is good for you. Energy there. deck is really taking shape. Nine times 2, only 1 damage shield. Oh, dang it. Ah, well. We will just delete her. Now, Fell is usually where like a lot of runs I have come to trouble. Jesus. Now what to get here? I could use more space, but I think I'd rather want draw, because I have the minions cost 2 less trinket, or artifact. I get to upgrade my champion. Most of my people, I think, would get pretty weak. Upgrades? But what spell would I upgrade? Nah, I think I will go left. My pyre to full health. Go for trample there. Remove a card. Just remove Bone Shine. Upgrade a spell to have -1. A free grovel. I think makes sense. You're a good spell, so make you stronger. I'll just save my money and keep going. I'm really liking the whole form and flow of my deck. We're up against Winged Horde. I usually don't read what they do until I get on the floor. Extinguish. On death, deal 5 damage to the front enemy. So that is a huge pain. Like, big enough I'm considering switching up my game plan. But she does have trample. He's just like... Okay. She's just dead to that. Good. Good, good. 5, 5, 5, 8. Ugh, Jesus. Okay. I might honestly die here. Having those extinguished boys makes things like real difficult. Yeah, she's dead. Nothing I can do about that one. Just put some lifesteal on the boss. Yeah. Damage shield. Health. Spell weakness. I'm not really talking through my thought process, so I'm probably misplaying. I just really wanted to keep my champion alive. Let's try to get extra energy next turn. God damn. Oh my frig. I threw by not thinking. That made it so I couldn't get my lifesteal. Holy crap, holy. Yeah, I think I completely lost this run. I miss playing that so hard. Wow. Oh, someone fell on my desk. Sorry about that. And the boss just eats me. No point playing you guys. I kill him. I don't know how, but I do. Alright. It says I kill him, so I'm not gonna touch anything. I should not have survived. Skipping more cards. I think those boys were just like a very strong counter to me. I'm gonna go right for fire health. When summoning the second unit, units gain an extra upgrade spot. When you play your third spell on a turn, all magical cards gain +1. I end up playing a lot of spells. I'm just going for that. You know, luck. Still not gonna remove anything. You know, look. I can give more magic power. And we are on the final boss because we managed to survive. Okay. There's a chance we will win this still. Harvest. Gain 15 armor when a unit on this floor dies. That's 30 damage I would take right away. And I cannot avoid that. That's now 20 damage I would take. I live. Start getting more HP on that side. Just deal the damage now. Okay. So, play my lady. Grovel. Saves me from 12. Expand this floor. Place a minion in front. Then, give him more lifesteal. Rail spike. Buff. Kill the one in the back. Keep the most health up. Things are looking up, although that first batch of enemies is still like... Okay, I drew the rest of my monsters. So, order. Okay. Every floor has creatures. None are dead yet. So I gotta like stabilize. Took 10 damage, which I don't like to see. This man has sweep. They will strike my back unit. You're both dead. But I do have 0 spells. So we'll just be making it so these are stronger. Nice. Okay. Damage shield. And drain. Get our boss to eat. You need to eat. You don't have it yet. Okay. I feel like this is much closer than it should be. Frig. Completely out of mana due to my Emberins. Ember Drain. Okay. Nice. Because those guys had 3 HP, they were perfectly killed by the morsels. Alright. Well, she's dead. No real way to save her. I get frostbite on him early. He is 27 damage. Freak. Start healing. Top floor. Okay. God damn. God damn. Son, where'd you find this? And that is the end. It fell apart at the last second, or it was falling apart slowly until then. But There goes our run. Level 6 with Umbra. Unlock the Ember Forge. +2 energy per turn. When you summon your first morsel each turn, draw 1. Okay. Thank you for watching this first little test episode of Monster Train. See you next time.